My husband tells me all the time about how lucky he is that he got me brand new. If your partner's main selling point about you is that you were brand new, that's concerning and a huge red flag. You're not an object, babes. You're a person with inherent value that doesn't appreciate based on who you've been with.
And that's the truth.
I went down a rabbit hole of pick-me post and oh buddy, it's dark down there.
I'm scared.
If you don't know what a pick-me is, it's a woman who puts down other women, claiming they're not like the other girls, all in hopes to get picked by men that don't deserve us. So let's get into it. I woke up, proud stay-at-home mom. I'm not a feminist. I'm not fat. The sun is shining. Enjoy eating meat.
Okay.
Life is great. I can't even lie. This reads like a Facebook status your boomer great aunt posted between minion memes.
What?
The flow alone is kind of wild. Like, how do we go from the sun is shining to enjoy eating meat? Who says you can't? It doesn't even sound like an affirmation. It's just like a weird command to chow down on some steak for no reason. Girl, enjoy that meat. Nobody's taking it away from you. Now, being a proud stay-at-home mom, absolutely valid. That's not the problem. The problem is when it's paired with I'm not a feminist. Feminism is the reason you can choose to be a stay-at-home mom without it being your only option. Saying you're not a feminist while living in the world feminism fought for is like saying, I don't believe in doctors while walking out of a hospital. And then we get to the I'm not fat? Girl, why is that even in the morning affirmations? As if body size is a moral achievement worth bragging over before breakfast?
Weird.
Wow, you got a Stanley? I could never, LOL. I hate basic and they Stanleys. It makes me happy to be different from everyone else. They're just overpriced cups for basic to buy.
Why don't you have a piece of bread and maybe you'll calm down a little?
Good for you. Why are you this angry and passionate over a cup? The funny part is hating on basic women is also basic. You're not rejecting conformity, you're just joining a different clique. It's the same coin, babes, just a different side. The wrong side, need I add, because referring to other women as ew, 2005 called and it wants its misogyny back. There's nothing wrong with liking something that's popular. That's literally how popularity works. And speaking of popular, let's talk about Cash App, the sponsor of today's video. Cash App has a Visa debit card you can totally customize, because sometimes it's okay to not be like the other girls, just as long as you aren't putting the other girlies and their Cash App cards down. You can make your card pink, draw on it, add doodles, stamp a pattern, or even include an inside joke you share with your besties. My card wants to be picked to spend money. Not only can you make this card your own, it also comes with some pretty cool perks, like you can get discounts on coffee, boba, video games, even early access to concert tickets. There are no monthly fees and no weird minimum balance rules, just a card that looks cute and saves you money, because we love to see it and spend it. If you're 13 to 17 years old, you can still get one. You just need a parent or guardian to open a sponsored account. And for a limited time, new Cash App customers over 18 can download the app, sign up, and use my code CASH10 in your profile. Send $5 or more to a friend in your first 14 days and you'll get $10 back. Same thing applies if you're 13 to 17 with a sponsored account. And just so you know, Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. But still, your card can look cute while you make all the questionable life choices. Thank you, Cash App, for sponsoring this video. I honestly don't like people that wear a lot of makeup.
Oh, that's good for you, baby.
Like, if you have to wear a lot of makeup around someone who likes you, they like your makeup, not you. I don't think that's how that works, but okay. Saying I don't like people who wear a lot of makeup as a way to seem better for not wearing it is really just putting others down for how they choose to express themselves.
That's weird.
Why care so much about what other people are putting on their face? How does that impact you? It just sounds like some underlying jealousy? Question mark. The truth is, the right person won't fall for just the makeup or the natural look. They'll fall for the person underneath it all, as corny as that sounds. Guys, if a woman grabs a knife while you're arguing, grab the mayonnaise and mustard and her female instinct will kick in and she'll make you a sandwich. Ha ha.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
At this day and age, at your grown age, oh God. This is just plain crusty. And the best part is you can guess the target audience. The Call of Duty shirt, the Coke can, the choker, and the heavy early 2000s eyeliner. This is purposefully for the basement dwelling incels who can't get a woman's attention because they think women are inherently inferior to them. And She's got an OnlyFans, which there's nothing wrong with that, except she's profiting off the same misogyny she's selling.
Ew, this is so cringe.
The joke here being that a woman's primal instinct is to make you a sandwich? Wow, never heard that one before, Grandpa. Jokes like this are actually just a gross way for men to show how much they truly hate the people they claim they want to marry. And to be a woman doing this?
Stand up!
And by the way, if you pull out condiments in the middle of an argument, I'm not making you a sandwich. I'm weaponizing that mustard.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Women shouldn't hold office, says GOP woman now running for office. Jeez.
You cannot be for real.
Be so for real. This is plain hypocrisy, but it's also a perfect example of internalized misogyny. Believing women are less capable than men, even when you are a woman. And the sad part is, women hearing this might think, see, even she says we're not qualified, which just hands more ammo to every sexist voter already dead set against women in power. How do you expect people to vote for you if even you don't believe you're qualified?
Crazy.
This level of self-sabotage is wild. People who only read romance are not actual bookworms and should just go on Wattpad. Either you're a middle schooler or you're just not well read if you're always just exclusively reading romance. Gatekeeping reading taste is actually insanity and reeks of classism.
I said what I said.
As
and
always.
I'm not changing on it, okay?
Romance is one of the best-selling genres, period. And it's one of those best-selling genres because it connects with people emotionally. And yes, most of those books are written by women for women, which is exactly why they get dismissed as less than. If someone reads only romance, guess what, babes? They're still reading. Policing what counts as real reading is so snobby. Who gave you the power to decide what stories matter? Just let people have their happy endings. Life is depressing enough as is. I don't understand why every guy I've ever liked only wants skinny blonde girls with zero personality. It's not my fault I'm curvy and have a mind of my own. This one's layered because it's coming from real hurt. Feeling invisible is painful, and the last thing I want to do is invalidate that. But instead of asking why she's chasing the same type of guy who clearly isn't valuing her, the blame gets aimed at other women. It's easier to blame other women than question our own choices, right? It's a defense mechanism. It's a way of like trying to make sense of rejection by putting someone else down. And it's a trap because pick-me culture teaches us to see other women as competition, not community. Because the truth is, if a guy doesn't want you just because you're not his type, he's just not your guy. The right person won't care about your hair color or your dress size. They'll care about you.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
Oh my God. Okay, there's absolutely no way I'm reading all of this. This post comes with a full syllabus on what classy women supposedly don't do. Classy women don't gossip, they don't expose themselves, they don't speak out, they don't eat like pigs, and on and on. I actually just made a whole video dedicated to how like TikTok defines feminine and classy women, so feel free to check that out. My issue here is so much of this classy checklist is really about controlling women's visibility, sexuality, and voice. True class is not about what you wear or if you're posting pictures in bikinis. It's about how you treat people. Kindness and integrity are what make you classy, not putting down other women who live their lives differently than you.
And that's the truth.
My husband tells me all the time about how lucky he is that he got me brand new. I saved myself for my husband. Things like that are priceless and it's rare these days. If waiting until marriage was your choice, that's absolutely your right and your value system. The problem is when you frame your worth like it's tied to your sexual history, as if you're a brand new car with 0 miles, which a lot of men like to compare women as. You're not an object, babes. You're a person with inherent value that doesn't appreciate based on who you've been with. This is classic misogyny, literally a tale as old as time. A man's value doesn't drop with the more people he slept with, but a woman somehow does? Babes, it takes 2 to tango.
BFFR.
And honestly, if your partner's main selling point about you is that you were brand new, that's concerning and a huge red flag. Your husband barely sees you as a person, babes. Get up and get out. As we can hopefully see now, having these not like the other girls attitudes aren't just harmless preferences. They're setups for a competition where other women have to lose in order for you to win. And that game is completely unwinnable. But I'd love to hear what you think. Shout out the day goes to Girl by 12. You've been picked, babe. I love you guys. Stay safe out there. Support each other. And I'll see you next time. Bye.